Welcome once again to Raw Boxing TV. My name is Ranger. I'd like to welcome you to my channel. I'm sorry I've been out for a little bit. I've actually been sick. Also, I missed the fights this weekend. Like I said, I've been sick, but I heard they were really good fights, so I had to do a little bit of catching up. So better late than never. Let's get to it. First fight I'm gonna go ahead and talk about is Matiz. Actually, no. Correct me. Let me correct myself. I'm gonna leave the best for last. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Diaz versus Thurman, or Thurman versus Diaz. It was an okay fight, Obviously, we got Thurman, a fighter who has been doing a very good job lately, selling himself with the mouth. It's an art. Not everybody can do it, but he's doing it well. It's pretty crazy, but I'm still waiting for the day when I see Keith Thurman with an elite fighter, or not. Let's forget elite fighter, with a good fighter, a very good fighter. Because I can't sit here and think of nobody else other than the Argentinian fighter that he's fought. And even in that fight, he was winning the fight, but he wasn't winning like he thought he was going to win. Right off the bat, Diaz is a veteran. I think he's been at it since early 90s or late 90s or something like that. And the wars get to a fighter eventually. So Thurman just pretty much took advantage of that and implemented his power. Obviously, he possessed a lot more power than Diaz did. And so he went at it. And if you guys hear a little bit of wind, because it's pretty much getting ready to storm over here. So bear with that. But anyways, back to Thurman. It's pretty crazy when you have a fighter that just doesn't lose and that a lot of people don't really like. It's pretty crazy how every time we get rumors of a good fighter, they're like, well, this is the guy that's going to beat Mayweather. But at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, well, let's look at who this guy is fighting first. Let's compare the styles. Styles make fights. It's not like I'm going to sit here and say, well, he's been knocking everybody out. He's going to go in there and just knock Mayweather out. People are saying this is the guy that's going to beat Mayweather. No, this is not the guy that's going to beat Mayweather. This is not the style that's going to beat Mayweather. Well, Ranger, you don't understand. He can box and he can punch. I understand that. Mayweather can box. He can prevent getting hit. Mayweather can move. Mayweather's not going to come forward the whole time. No, Keith Thurman is not the one that's going to beat Mayweather. Keith Thurman is the one, however, that's selling himself correctly to position himself for a fight with Mayweather. And when you hear him say, I'm going to kill Mayweather, I'm going to dethrone Mayweather, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, it's because he knows that by fighting Mayweather, it's winning. It's a win-win situation. First of all, if he wins, he's the crown king. But if he loses, he goes home with a minimum of $4 million, $4 to $5 million. Everybody that challenges Mayweather, get it in your head. Everybody. And that goes to everybody, from Canelo Alvarez to Erislandy Lara to anybody that challenges Mayweather. It's money first in their head. Then, whatever else is second. In the case of Keith Thurman, he's not going to beat Mayweather. Sure, if he gets Mayweather, 5 years from now, he might beat him. But he's not going to beat Mayweather. Because what's going to happen is when he is forced to fight a style that he is not used to fighting, such as coming forward looking for the fight with Mayweather, then it's going to be a brand new element for him. It's like going back to step one. So yes, Keith Thurman, very exciting fighter, giving you guys a lot of what you guys like, knockouts. But at the same time, We need to be realistic in our approach to our matchmaking. We need to be realistic in the way we say these two fighters can fight and this is going to beat this fighter. We need to, in our head, I guess the way I do it is I picture the styles in my head. I picture those styles going at it. And I can conclude what could happen. Obviously, nothing is 100%, but so far it's worked pretty good for me. So no, Keith Thurman, keep doing what you're doing. Ain't got no hate for you. Porter comes up to 47. Or he's already at 40. Is he coming up? Yeah, I think he's coming up to 47. Or something like that. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't been following the fights. I've been pretty sick. I like to see Porter and Keith Thurman. I like to see him. I like to see them going at it. So the fight, Diaz, Thurman, okay fight. Moving on. This fight right here, man. I mean, this fight right here had some YouTubers crying. I like to send a shout out to Kid Twist out there, my Cuban brother. Very emotional brother when it comes to the sport of boxing, which I appreciate that. This fight right here, man. If you didn't like this fight, maybe you shouldn't watch boxing at all. Because this fight right here brought to the people what a lot of people like to see. Even the people who don't know boxing, they like seeing this. Even the keyboard warriors out here, this is all they want to see because they can't didactically sit in front of a camera and predict a technical bout because they don't know about boxing. But this type of fight, they love it. And they got it. And I love it. Lucas Matiz versus Molina. You know, Molina positioned himself out there, man. He took Mickey Bey, you know, he took advantage of Mickey Bey's mistake. After being schooled, Mickey Bey decided to trade in, and the power caught up to him. Bow! Lights out. That should be a learning experience. And then he came into this fight, and he proved that he belongs at that weight division. He proved that he belongs with the bigger names in there. He fought Lucas Matiz. Yes, he got knocked out. But he got knocked out because he went at it with one of the most powerful fighters at that weight division. Matter of fact, he dropped him 1 or 2 times. Okay? Something that, you know, Lucas Matiz had only been down once in his career versus Garcia. Now, a lot of you might say, he ain't got no chin, right? Because that's the famous thing today. Well, he was rocked down one time. He ain't got no chin. Well, now he's been down 2 times more. That's 2 times 2 plus 1, that's 3. He ain't got no chin. But no, that's not the way boxing works. He got down because he fought with a guy that can pop. It was a bloody match. Molina looked pretty hurt. Matiz came back from this defeat versus Garcia and just gave you guys a heck of a fight. So, who would I like to see this fighter go at it? You know what would be a dream fight? If Matiz ever moves up to 47. Man, I would love to see Matiz versus Provodnikov. And don't tell me it cannot be made. Yes, it can be made. I would love to see that fight. It would really, think about it. Think about it for a second. Those two going at it. Somebody gonna go to sleep. It just has to happen. So, I don't know. Molina, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch in this fight. Although we can kind of tell what might happen, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch in this fight. You know, it was an exciting fight. Stay tuned for more. I'm going to bring my Canelo versus Alvarez, my Canelo versus Lara prediction up this week. Finally, right? So stay tuned for more. Drop your comments on these fights, man. They were a heck of a fight. Some of y'all ain't gonna like what I said about Thurman. Screw it. I'd much rather be hated for telling you the truth, right? Than to be loved for kissing all of y'all's rear ends. It's not gonna happen. I'm never gonna kiss nobody's butt. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The truth hurts. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That's it for now. Subscribe. I'm out.